Are you looking to make a last minute Christmas present or just a random present for your loved ones? This video have you covered. Hi, welcome back to my channel and compliment of the season. In this video, I'll show you how I made those gorgeous scrunchies you saw in the beginning of the video using this beautiful fabric from Liberty. This is a 100% silk fabric, and this is a leftover fabric from a dress I made for a client, and she asked me to keep it. How nice of her. So I've nicely joined this fabric on bias, as you can see, using French seam, and I will be making 9 scrunchies from this piece of fabric. 6 will be a mini scrunchies and 3 bigger ones. For the measurement, I'll be working with 5 by 65 centimeters for the smaller ones and 9 by 65 centimeters for the bigger ones. And I will be showing you how to sew the smaller ones, because the smaller ones are a little bit challenging because the width of the fabric is only 5 centimeters. Why for the bigger one it's more easier because I have enough width of fabric to work with. So this is me. I've cut out the 6 pieces of the smaller ones, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out the 3 pieces of the bigger ones. So the sewing, it's exactly the same way. The smaller one is just a little bit, I'll say a little bit challenging because I want an invisible seam. So that is the reason, and I'll be using the burrito method to sew the channel. So to start, pin the 2 edges together and sew with 1 cm similar ones. After sewing, keep the seam open and flat, and now flip the fabric over so the joining part is facing downwards. Now it's time to fold the burrito method, because I'm going to be sandwiching this part of the fabric in between the seam. Okay, so take your time and fold this part as small or as slim as you can. Okay, and once you fold, you secure the two seam, you match them right side facing each other, and you pin with a pin or use a clip. So make sure to take your time on this part and match the 2 joining seams together, and I'll be using clip to clip them together. I'm also going to be clipping the opposite side of the fabric. You'll see me do that shortly. This is to move the inner fabric out of my way so I can actually start sewing. Remember, this is only 5 centimeters width, and once folded you'll be having 2.5 cm, which is approximately 1 inch, and I still have a folded fabric in between 1 inch, so it's a little bit tricky to sew, but if you take your time to do this part, you will be just fine. So as you sew, you still carry on folding the fabric to make sure you don't catch any of the inner folded fabric, and once you sew to a point, you raise the presser footer up and pull more fabric towards you until you sew around the entire circumference. And once you got closer to the end, you have to leave a opening for you to actually turn the fabric to the right side. So for me, I left 0.5 inch opening, and that was enough for me. So you could leave up to 1 or 2 inches opening at the end. And this is made on sewing. If you have the time, please make sure to press the fabric so the seams are flat. I did not press mine because I had 8 others to make and I didn't want to stand up. So for the elastic band, I used 23 centimeters, and the width of the elastic is about 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to mark my elastic band so when I feed it through the channel I don't get it twisted, and I'll be using my pin to feed the elastic band through the and now I'm going to join using a zigzag stitch. I'm going to stitch this a couple of times until I'm convinced the elastic band will never break. And this is way almost done. The last step will be to do the finishing touches, which will be and stitching. So you could easily just use your machine to cover up the seam, but because I wanted an invisible seam, I'm going to be and stitching the opening. So take your time. Like I said, it's always better to have that clean seam running around your scrunchies. So for the unstitching, it's very easy to do. You just pick a tiny piece of fabric from the top fabric and repeat the same on the bottom fabric, and you just carry on repeating the same process. After a couple of stitch, you'd see I'll pull my thread with a slight pressure to tighten up the stitches and to join the seam as close as possible. And I'll just carry on sewing till I get to the end, and once I get to the end, I'll make a couple of knots and then cut out the extra thread, and that is it. This is how you make your invisible seam scrunchies. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this video inspire you to make something for yourself and for your loved ones, no matter how little. It is the thought that matters. Okay, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Do not forget to like the video, share it, as it might inspire someone to make a last minute Christmas gift for themselves or for their loved ones. I kept the 6 mini scrunchies for my Christmas present to myself, and I use it to stretch my curls out before styling my hair. And this is the beginning of me making the bigger ones. I gifted my friends the 3 bigger ones and they loved it. If you would like to watch how I made the bigger ones, which is exactly the same process I've just showed you, I will be posting the tutorial on the short part of YouTube. I will see you soon with another video. Bye for now.